my channel on YouTube, and I am so happy to see you. Welcome to the channel. Here on my channel, I do rants and reviews. Today, we're going to talk about Love After Lockup. I hope you enjoy my review, and I hope you come back for more. Please don't forget, I would greatly appreciate it if you would please like this video if you like my content, subscribe to my channel to see more of my reviews, and to comment down below what you agree with, what you don't agree with, and if you have any ideas of something I can even explore watching to actually review also, in the comment section down below. Let's go ahead and get on with the review for this video. Season 3, episode 30, Trick or Treat. So just like the last episode, which was episode 29, this episode opens up with John, and he's getting his car ready. I think it was a Pontiac for the arrival of Christina. Last episode, we saw him getting the boat ready. This episode, he's getting a car ready. He also tells us that he has not spoken to Tara ever since he had to kick her out. And Tara's getting her stuff ready to leave. Now, Tara's going to an ex-boyfriend's house, and John even says that, are you sure that's a good place for you to go? But she doesn't have a choice. Tara and Christiana cannot live in the same house because Tara has an open case. And she seems to be still in her feelings, and she also says that Chris is very lucky. I like calling Christiana Chris. So if I say Chris, it's Christiana. But she does imply that Christiana is very lucky and she would like to pop up when she wants to. And John said, not so fast. You ain't popping up in my house whenever you want to. John is pretty much afraid that Tara's going to tell Christiana about their weird feeling thing. But Tara, for some reason, I don't get it, because it's like she's loyal to Christiana, but then she's not, because you care so much about your sister, but then y'all know the rest. Anyways, on to the next scene. So the next scene, we see Jackie, Cynthia, and Brittany. Now, as we saw last episode, Cynthia walked away because Jackie was denying or acting like she didn't know what was happening in her home. When we get downstairs, Cynthia's very emotional. She's smoking a cigarette. She's upset. She's a little shaky, and she even says, I knew she was going to deny everything and act like she didn't know. Now, we all see that Brittany is on this path of, I feel like because I was able to heal that I can help everyone. But we get the point, and we see that, like I said, at first she was afraid for her mother to end up dead or overdosed or raped, but now it's a whole other ball game, because now you don't want your mother to end up like her mother. And we also find out that not only did Jackie, not be a good mom to Cynthia, but also Jackie's mom wasn't a good mother to her. So it's a cycle that Brittany wants to stop. I don't remember what Brittany's daughter's name is, but she says she doesn't want that for her and her daughter, which is why she's trying to stop it. Now, from this, like Marcelino said, this can go two ways. Either A, Cynthia will grow from this and want to change and become a better person, or B, she's gonna go diving deeper into the bullcrap and end up like Jackie. We see Jackie at the table. She's popping a cigarette. Jackie smokes. Cynthia smokes. I don't know if Brittany still smokes cigarette. I think she does. But as we see the cigarettes is trickling down, Brittany was able to stop, doing drugs. And we'll see what happens with Cynthia. And also, Brittany did say she was, harmed by a man who was 30 years old from the age of 12 to 17. I'm guessing so was her mother. Yes, not guessing. Her mother was also. And if we were to take a look at the history of the family, we can also assume that Jackie was most likely. So it's just the part of let's stop the cycle. Let's nip it in the bud while we have a chance right now before it gets way too deep. The next scene we see is Lacey at a restaurant with her dad, whose name is actually John. Now, Lacey went to go up to meet with her father, John, to basically confront him for telling Shane that John was released. We also find out that John wasn't really there for Lacey. And Lacey's mom used to drink, I guess, herself all day, every day, and wasn't a really good mom. So Lacey got into drugs. Lacey started drinking, and basically she felt like she didn't have a good relationship with her father. So now it's like daddy's here, and maybe she doesn't have so much respect for him. Like, it's kind of like, hey, listen, we're trying to build a relationship. Whose side are you on? You on my side or his side? Remember what you did to me. Remember how horrible you were as a father. I think you want to keep that in check, okay? Okay. Yeah, okay? And, you know, it's I think it's a reoccurring thing in the show where the people all have had messed up backgrounds. And if you can kind of pick it up, so she was doing drugs and everything like that and getting into things she wasn't supposed to be getting into, then we could take John and just attach it and see that's where I don't want to use this word. That's where the dysfunction is. John is a part of her past. And it's kind of like, in order to let go of something that used to happen in the past, you have to cut off people from the past also who haven't changed. So, you know, her dad seemed a little bit lit, you know, off that liquor. And also we can see that her father does not fuck with John. So then the next thing we see is Puppy and Amber. They're driving over to this office to get more information about this whole adopted thing with Amber's ex-boyfriend / fiance. We find out that Puppy's name is Michelle. So I'm happy to know her name is Michelle. Maybe I'm gonna start calling her Michelle, not Puppy. Like I told you, I don't like calling her Puppy. It's weird. So Michelle wants to petition the adoption. Now the lady tells Michelle, aka Puppy, that she's an heir to what's his name's stuff. So if something happens to him, that she will get everything that he owns. But that don't mean he gonna drop tomorrow or in a week or in a month. I mean, hey. Now, also, it seems that Puppy never actually signed any paperwork. And also, the lady told them it will cost $15,000 to appeal the adoption. Let me tell y'all something about people who own businesses. They gonna kill your pockets. Okay? Trust me. They gonna milk you for everything you've got. And I ain't gonna say no more, no less. I'm gonna keep it right there. So, domestic violence, Destiny and Forrest Gump looking ass Shawn. So this scene was a little bit tumultuous because it seems that Shawn doesn't get it that Destiny doesn't want him. Destiny keeps threatening this man, but he still wants to be with her. And I don't got it. But so we see the scene, he's following Destiny and Brittany's there. Now, I guess Brittany was trying to tell Destiny, let's go. But Destiny was like, Brittany. And Brittany was like, oh, you ain't got to tell me twice. You know how it is. You be like, girl, let's go. And they be like, bitch, hold on. It's like, oh, no. I'm finna to leave. So Brittany said, I'm fixing to leave. Shout out to North Carolina. I'm fixing to leave. I remember the first time a teacher said fixing. I was like, why did she say that? I lived in North Carolina for like 4 or 5 months. Until it got cold, my mom said no. We also find out that there was one time Shawn's phone was ringing, and when Destiny asked him who it was, he said it was Hector. So she said, you lying ass, you lied to me. Destiny says she's seen someone else. She takes the ring, throws it at Shawn, and that's when Shawn realizes it's really over. She gave me the ring. She threw the ring at him, and now he's like, this is how it's gonna be? This is how it's gonna be? And she drives off with this car. Listen. A woman that slapped you, continues to threaten you, disrespects you to your face, and you want to be peaceful? See, you couldn't be a woman. See, us, we don't do that. We don't do that. Because what I would have done, I would let her drive a little bit. Give her a mile. You know? And, I would have called and said, I don't know where my car is. I would have said there's some fraudulent charge. Because, get this. Shawn never told Destiny, from what we see, that she can have the car. She took his car keys and left with the car. Shawn, I think he may have gave Destiny the credit card to, you know, deal with it. But it's a credit card, not a debit card. Shawn got kids. I don't know how old Shawn's oldest child with Kelly is. But the fact that a woman that you proposed to is riding around with your credit card in your car and you have kids that you need to be taken care of. Let's leave it at that, y'all. I hadn't hurry up and do this review. Because if I watch a new episode and these two was going to cram together, and then I would have been like all over the place. Okay. The next scene opens up and Cynthia's like, I feel good. And we're like, okay, Cynthia. She has a little cup of coffee and everything like that. And we're like, okay, everything's going good. But then we find out that her ex-husband's coming. Just when you're like, oh, she's doing good. Oh, she's trying to show out for the ex-boyfriend. Oh, ex-husband or the ex-fiancé, you know? So, basically, Gil is Brittany's stepdad. Gil got a new boo named Shannon. Brittany's kids know Gil as Grandpa. Gil and Cynthia used to be doing the drugs and the stuff back in the day, but then he leveled up and got out of that. I guess Gil didn't know that Cynthia was going to be there because he took Brittany outside and they had a conversation where he's like, why is your mom here? And I was like, oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Why not? And he said, whatever me and your mother had here is gone, which is like, okay, is there some significance to the house that you're going to act like you didn't know was here? I'm confused because if he's saying whatever me and your mom had here is no longer, so is it because you feel like when you and the mom are there, it's going to be memories, or what is it? So maybe I'm retarded for not, maybe I'm not getting something, but it was just like, okay, but it's her mom. And he's like, is she on drugs? Yada, yada, yada. I mean, I kind of want to say he's, but I think Brittany said that Gil and Mama Cynthia have 2 kids together. Isn't that what she said? I didn't put it down. So let me say what Gil said that had me like, oh no, you ain't gonna read Cynthia like that. He said, what she had here with me no longer exists. Protect yourself and protect your kids. Your mom is not your problem. I know you love her. I hope you know what you're doing. Shady, 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 shady. I kind of feel bad for Cynthia because it's like, as someone who used to be her lover and someone she was with, yes, she was still in the stuff, but being that you are somebody in her life, maybe you can talk to her. And Cynthia was being a little flirty and talking about some stuff. I don't know if producers played with it to make it look like she was talking about Gil. Maybe she could have been talking about somebody else. But they made it look like Cynthia was thirsty for Gil, but Gil ain't want Cynthia. Now, that could be true, but don't turn somebody away from their mama. Like, we could say that because we don't know them like that. But being that someone you were with Cynthia and you got out And now you see Brittany trying to have a positive outlook with her mother, and you're trying to make it like, you know, like make her look bad. Like, why are you doing that? I didn't like that. I did not like that. Sarah and Michael, they just full of shit. Sarah's driving home, talking about she's not going to tell Michael what happened, and whoever she gets with is going to have a problem with Michael. And she gets home, she boots him on the nose. He's calling it a fairy tale. They being all She goes in the room, and he follows behind her, and then we hear her giggling. Like, I don't get it. Like, how many times does a man have to disrespect you? Remember, I haven't watched the previous seasons. I started watching this show with Life After Lockup. I started watching when it was John Christiana, when it was my favorite, I think Marquise and Jessica, I think that's his name. And these people and Chevelle, the people that's on now. And I don't know the history of Michael and Sarah, but I did watch reviews from other YouTubers, right? But what I do know from what I'm catching from what's been said throughout this season that I've been reviewing it, Michael wanted a divorce from Sarah, right? Michael's been sleeping with other women and having girlfriends, you know, whilst they're married to Sarah, right? He wants to call it an open marriage. When Sarah's trying to move on, that's what he wants to say. I don't think he's acting like he wants Sarah. He's just saying, I can have Sarah whenever I want to, however I want to. But Michael has never said, I want to be with Sarah. And I think Sarah's not getting it. Michael has never said, Sarah, I want to be with you. Sarah, I want to work it out. You could tell he don't want you, and he's manipulative. But you're over here kikiing and giggling and shit, probably effing him. Then when you get pregnant, let me be an asshole for a second. If Michael gets you pregnant again, I don't want to hear you crying boo-hoo because you boo-boo the fool. Because how can you not get it? So Puppy and Amber talk about the adoption. And Puppy over here possibly threatening Vincent. He says that she's coming at him incorrectly. He real rude. Says that they shysted him. The reason why I'm reading this is because I did not really care about this mother effing scene. It was nothing. I'm not going to say it was stupid. But you calling Vincent again? Like, Puppy, like... How can you guys not understand this was a scam? He's using reverse psychology to say that you guys were shysty. You guys did this to him. And all you have to do is do what you gotta do. Like, he was disrespectful the first time you talked to him. He disrespectful again on the phone. Like, keep it moving. Do what you gotta do. Find someone who's cheaper and sue him or something. But I don't know. Amber's like, I don't want to do something that'll get me in trouble. But then here is a Puppy, aka Michelle. I don't know. So let's talk about how Daddy John pulled up on ex-boyfriend John. Daddy John was ready for the mess. He wanted to fight John. He was like, you want to fight me, John? You want to fight? And why was Lloyd at the door looking like a fucking weirdo? Like, Lloyd was just standing there like, what you was going to do? You was going to jump on Daddy John? Huh, Lloyd? You was like, hey, tap, tap, tap in. Tap, 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 tap. Is that how you do wrestling? Is it tap? Like, you be putting your hand out and be like, and then the crowd goes, yeah! Like, yeah. Sorry. So we're just going to do Lloyd, tap in. Get it on Daddy John. Daddy John don't want John around her baby and her grandkids. You feel me? Like, leave my daughter alone. Leave my grandkids alone. Just leave it. And Daddy John has said, you know the truth. Yes, you did call the cops on you. What you think? And I'm like, I feel like he's just saying that to hurt John's feelings. But then we don't know if she really did call the cops. We don't know either. But he was like, that's all I need to know. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. You still gonna bother Lacey. You still gonna bother Lacey. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. Mark my words. Now, John's gonna be like, I need to talk to Lacey to see why she called the cops. Remember, at first it was like, I just want to know if Lacey called the cops. Now it's gonna be like, I need to talk to Lacey to see why she called the cops. And if her dad was telling the truth, it's not gonna end. It's not gonna end. It's not gonna end. So then we see Shawn rolling. He rolling, looking for the address from the pizza place. Because remember, he called a pizza place and said there was a transaction on his card. They gave him the address. I don't know why. But he rolls up. He tries to hide to see if Destiny could see Destiny. He sees Destiny rolling up in his car, his little Nissan. And she parks the car and she goes inside the house. Then we see he finally grows some balls and calls the towing company. They say they'll be there in an hour, right? An hour, I think, or 45 minutes. And then we wait. John was like, oh, she thinks I'm naive, but I'm not naive. I feel used and abused. When. Destiny hurt my feeling. Destiny hurt my little feeling. Oh, shut the fuck up, Shawn. Get your motherfucking car and go. Like, it's your car, right? You paying for it, right? Get your car. Get it to your house. I think he said that he wanted to drive it to a dealership or to a lot until he figures out what he wants to do with it. He still don't have screws all the way tight. And like Kelly, let me say this because I've been wanting to say this, but I always forget to say it. But let's get into it. Kelly, something wrong with you. We not coming at Kelly enough. Because how the F you let this dumb dick dumpster dude get you pregnant 6 times, didn't even marry you, this Forrest Gump ass mother effer. Like, what's wrong with you? This ain't not, like, I know if he has like firebomb peen and he has word of gab and makes you feel a type of way, but what the hell was he doing falling for this dummy? Like, Kelly, I'm looking at you like, girl, like, ew. You let him bust up in you all the time. So he bust up in you multiple times. You feel me? Out of all the times he bust up in you, you had 6 kids with him. You got pregnant 6 times. By Shawn. Kelly, I have no respect for you. I think you're an idiot. Because you gave him the money to go and come and see Destiny. So I need the cameras to follow that Kelly so I can see what a mess Kelly is. Because you definitely ain't smart for this. And you definitely not a wholesome woman for this. Because... But anyways. This was my review for Love After Lockup Season 3 Episode 30, Trick or Treat. Which I don't know why it was called Trick or Treat. But okay. Like, comment, subscribe. Please come back to the channel. I hope you enjoyed my review. Thank you so much for your love, for your views. Please like. Push me through the algorithm. You hear me? Okay, I'm working hard. Come on, y'all. Work with me. What I gotta do? I gotta do some pranks for y'all to see me. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. Thank you for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to show it some love. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Thank you.